I wanted to tell you a little bit about what you're gonna watch, and it's in regards to my conspiracy theory with Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. Guys, don't come after me, please. Let's get into the video. Oh, and if you guys haven't subscribed, now would be an awesome time to do so. And through the video, if anything comes up that you want to touch on, please drop me some comments. I'd love it. Hi everyone, welcome back. As you know, I've been struggling with 2 surgeries, and I don't think you realize all of the complications I've had. So I have not been able to upload content. I can hear right now probably 60% out of this year and maybe 10% out of this year, but they're not really causing me the problems that they were before when I made that video about the conspiracy theory with Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. We're going to talk about that. I felt like when I watched it, I came across a little flippant. And the subject is not flippant. And I want to let you know right now, if you're triggered by self-harm, PTSD, anything like that, you probably need to turn this video off, because I'm going to talk about a little bit of that. I had made a video, which I'll link below. I think I called it something like tattoos and PTSD, something like that. And I hit a little bit, but I didn't go really in depth with a lot of things. And I posted that video, and a couple of days later, okay, I'm 56. I had no clue, please forgive me, YouTube world, who Shane Dawson was. I flippin' love him. The guy is awesome. But he had these, and you know, if you watch Shane, he had these series, and one of them was on Jeffree Star. My daughter has had me buy a lot of Jeffree's products, and they freaking rock. Well, I watched I can't even speak. I watched this series that Shane did on Jeffree, and they got to a point where Shane asked Jeffree about his tattoos. And Jeffree said he started getting tattoos to cover the scars from cutting. I had just posted my video a couple of days before that. That was like a total freak out moment for me. I don't know why, probably because I don't think I had my surgery, my back surgery at that time. But I was just sort of playing with the idea of coming out with my story. It's pretty powerful. It's long. There are a lot of segments. But I wanted to touch on this one with Shane and Jeffree. When I had people email me and leave comments, some of them very hateful, and I just got rid of them because I don't want the drama. I don't want the negativity. But the truth is, while Jeffree used his tattoos to cover his scars, and he may have done some more tattoos for the same reason I did, I used my tattoos, I learned, as a substitute for cutting. Cutting had gotten pretty bad, not as bad as Jeffree's or what. Oh, I tell you, he came across as the most genuine. I don't know what it is about Shane or the combo with Jeffree and Shane. Jeffree, I love him. I watched him and I cried because I knew what he was talking about. When I first saw him, my first thoughts were, this is a man that's been through a lot of pain. And through that video, or series of videos, you could see it, and I identified with it. And it made me feel like I wasn't alone. I know there are people that cut, I know that. But with the tattoos and the cutting and the self-harm, it just struck me. It was like, oh my gosh, this is like a weird coincidence. And it got me into watching Shane, which I absolutely, like I said, adore. If you're in that mode, please seek help. It's a dark period, and I know a lot of times we have tunnel vision when we're in that mode. We're taking, like I said, we're taking our emotional pain and we're transferring it into something that makes sense to us. And really, it releases endorphins, and you're focusing on something outside of your body. And you're not having to live with those horrible thoughts in your head. All the thoughts, all the demons, I hate to call them demons, but all of the yucky stuff. Truthfully, the stuff that made us who we are today. Because if we didn't deal with all that yucky stuff, we wouldn't be as strong as we are today or as wise as we are today. I'm 56. Jeffree, I think, is probably 32, 33. And for him to have that much self-awareness at that age and build the empire that he did a lot of work on himself. I've done a lot of work on myself. I haven't cut in years, but I had, and this isn't off the subject, which I know I get off subject a lot. This isn't off the subject, but a few weeks ago, I had back surgery, and then I had another ear surgery because the first one failed. I had complete sinus surgery, and then I had a deviated septum surgery. I don't know what all the doctor did to me. And I had no idea you could have stitches on the inside of your nose. How do they do that? I went in and she's like, oh, there's a stitch hanging out of your nose. And I was mortified that someone had seen it. It was like a hair. About a week ago, I was having a really hard time with these surgeries and the complications, and I was so frustrated because I'm so limited in what I can do and what I can't do that I had forgotten. I had gone into our bathroom. I was going to try and get some makeup on. I had leaned down too far because my makeup is on the floor. It's under a counter to get it out. It put too much pressure on my nose and sinuses, and my nose just gushed. I thought I had gotten it all, but there was blood on the floor. When my husband came home, and it was cold that day, or cooler, I was in bed, I'm recovering from surgery. He came in and he said, why is there blood on the floor? I said, what are you talking about? There's no blood on the floor. There's blood on the floor, Terry. No, there's no blood on the floor. He said, let me see your arms. And it hit me. I have that to live with, that I did that. When my husband saw that blood from my nose on the floor, and he pointed it out to me, and to think that he thought that I was cutting again devastated me. Cutting was an escape from reality. And I want to get into in depth on my wrong diagnosis, the medication, what it did to me. I want you guys to get to know me. And I want to upload every week on this topic. I want to do daily content too, if I can, but on this topic, this is more in depth, and I kind of want to do it once a week. However, my husband and I are taking 2 of our adult children to Disneyland, Universal Studios, Hollywood, Santa Monica. I can't wait to eat at the Lobster. We're gonna go to SoCal. We asked the kids what they wanted to do. They said they wanted to relive childhood memories. So that's what we're gonna do. That just really touched my heart. When they said that, that was awesome. So we leave on vacation, I think the 4th, and we'll be back the 11th, and I'm gonna outfit them all with cameras, and hopefully we'll have some stuff. For anyone thinking anything weird, I do have house sitters. All of my neighbors will know that I'm gone. And my house has a monitor, an alarm monitor. So don't even think about it. You'll be caught. Guys, I'd love it if you would subscribe. This channel isn't all about my diagnosis and what I went through as a child and how I tore my family apart. Or I guess I should say what tore my family apart. We'll get into that later because there's a lot to tell. I just wanted to say when Shane posted that video with Jeffree, I was shocked because literally it was like right after I posted mine, or maybe right before, and I had seen it right after I posted mine. And I wanted to also apologize because I didn't mean to come off as flippant. I couldn't speak at that time because it was like a megaphone going off in my head. And I think I did come off as it was no big deal, when in reality, it's a huge deal. It is a huge deal. Mental torment is a huge deal. Bullying is a huge deal. The things we go through that affect us like that in a way that we want to harm ourselves, it's a huge deal. Huge. People like to cover it up. I had people tell me, your tattoos have nothing to do with your cutting. I think I know myself better than you do. I love you though anyway. They have nothing to do with me being a rebel. They have everything to do, in my mind, I think, and after years of therapy, with cutting. And I want to thank Shane and I want to thank Jeffree for being so real, so open, because I think you opened the door for a lot of people that have been in that position, that feel ashamed, demonized, when in fact these are people we should be supporting and helping, and we should be there for them. We shouldn't be making fun of them and bullying them and saying it's no big deal or it's attention seeking, because it's not. It has absolutely nothing to do with that, and everything to do with how we feel inside about ourselves, whether real or perceived, or things that people throw at us, people that stick and hit a nerve. You guys, if you're feeling that way, please seek help. If you feel your life is at risk, please go to the hospital. This isn't a light subject. This is an important one. For your life, for your safety, for those that love you. I had no idea what I was doing to the people around me. You have tunnel vision. I had no idea what I was doing to the people around me. For that, I am so sorry, and I can never make it up. I can just say I'm sorry. I am so sorry that I did that to you. With that, I'm going to wrap up because I have a doctor's appointment to get to. I have a couple of things to do before that. So I'm going to wrap up. As usual, peace out, guys. I hope you have a rockin' evening, and I will see you soon. Bye.